This is Mwananchi Digital, and my name is Paul Owere. This afternoon, we're honored again to have Professor Martin Muhando on the third day of the 19th edition of the Zanzibar International Film Festival. With us this afternoon, we're discussing the whole concept of festival of festival. Professor Martin, what is this whole concept of a festival of festivals?
Festivals of Festivals is a program that we began in 2007, and this was in recognition of the fact that not many people actually can go to festivals in Africa. There are very few film festivals, and also people, because people don't go out to other festivals, they only have one image of the festival, and it is their one that they only go to. And we thought, why don't we give an opportunity to other festivals to come to ZIFF, where they can actually talk to people and explain why they think what they're doing is as good or even better than ZIFF. And therefore this has become a very interesting program, whereby not only do we invite festivals, we now invite film schools, we invite film boards, for example censor boards. We are going to have the South African censor board as well speaking, and in that way we are going to give up the situation, give opportunity to other people to learn about what media elements actually function in different countries, and festivals are media events.
Okay, thank you. There's who are involved this year in the program?
This year we have 6 groups that are going to be participating. First, we are going to have the Chinese. We haven't had a Chinese explain how they program their films, but also what kind of expectations do they have of their filmmakers, and how do they structure their filmmakers, how do they train their filmmakers. So in collaboration with Zhejiang Normal University near Shanghai, we're going to have a program where they will talk about the Chinese film industry, but also project into how they are preparing their people for the film industry. The second day, tomorrow, we're going to have a festival of festivals based on a festival called the Valletta Film Festival. Valletta Film Festival is a festival in Malta, and as you can imagine, Malta is a very small island in the middle of Mediterranean. Now, their issue is how do we see film industries in small countries, especially small island countries. Zanzibar is a small island country, and therefore Malta thought it is important for them to come up here and talk to Zanzibaris to explain to them what it means to be a small country that is developing a film industry. And then the day after tomorrow, we're going to have a discussion with the United Nations. The United Nations have got many internal institutions, and they all work here in Tanzania. So we're going to try to capture that through film. And as you very well know, what we are saying here is a tool by which you can actually capture moments, experiences, requirements, educate people through film. On the fourth day, on Thursday, we are going to have a discussion, a presentation by Zayed University from Abu Dhabi. Zayed University is concentrating on film production. It produces absolutely fantastic films. You'll see about 12 short films made by these students, and you'd think that they're all commercially made. Now, we want to try to capture that energy, to try to tell our students, people who go to school, to say, there's much more you can do with your productions. Then we have on the Friday, we are going to have the South African Film and Publishing Board. They will be talking to us about the regulating films. Here in Tanzania we call them censor boards, but how do they regulate their films, and what kind of problems occur when you're regulating films?
Yes, Professor, this festival has been themed as this journey of ours, and what has it that you've arrived at your destination? Well, what next after here? We hear you're living, so what next?
Oh, I've already started my journey onward. So this is the transit destination, as you say. The end of my being festival director of ZIFF is only a transit station. I'm moving on to to producing films. I actually have already started making films, and I wanted to do more than simply stay behind the teaching podium and teach. I thought it is important for me to start to make films, and I'm going to join the bongo movies. And I've always been critical of the bongo movies, saying they have the same stories, they're regurgitating sometimes, but I value bongo movies for one thing. They've found a way of making films, and those films are also commercially viable. I learned from them that if you want to make a film, you've got to make it fast as well as simple to the majority of the audience. That's where your commercial entity is. But for me, I feel they're still losing out on how a story can be told, and I'm joining them, hopefully that I can also improve the quality of the stories that are told within bongo movies. So you'll see me in bongo movies very, very soon.
Oh, that's wonderful. So when should you? Is this going to be here in Tanzania, or you're going back to your old job, or you're going to do the same 2 years ago?
Yeah, I'm still doing the same. I'm still a research fellow with Medoc University, but I'll spend more time here. I probably will be here until the middle of September, and I'll be making at least 2 feature films by that time using the bongo movies method. Then I'll go back to Australia, and then I'll come back at the beginning of the year, and I'll be making another 2 films. For this year alone, I'll be making not less than 4 feature films.